possible that Loren could have a bright and prosperous career after this if she can repeat similar songs just like that. As long as they have the same emotional impact as that, then boom, this could be her launch pad. Hi, I'm Haydn Rushworth. Welcome to Shocks and Feelers ShowBiz Academy. Today we're looking at Loren Allred's amazing audition on Britain's Got Talent. So if you're new here, let me tell you, this is not just a usual reaction channel. I am going to be going through and reacting to Loren's amazing audition, but full disclosure, on this occasion, this is not the first time I've actually seen hers. Normally I like to react fresh to people's auditions. What I actually do here is go through the audition and the performance, but also give it a grading and a score, an analysis at the end, because what I'm actually trying to do is help people who are looking to get into the entertainment industry to learn the tips, tricks, skills, and core fundamentals of what makes great entertainment great. And I will be scoring Loren on three really important things: the surprise, the emotion, and the repeatability. And I do this with every performer: surprise, emotion, and repeatability, because those three things are really important indicators as to how well somebody will perform as an entertainer and their career in the entertainment industry, as to whether it's going to fall flat or really soar. These are really quite consistent indicators as to whether or not somebody is going to fly. And if you can apply these to your entertainment offering, you watch. If you get really good at this, you could be amazing. Anyway, let's get into this. Here is Loren's audition. Pause here for a second. I need headphones. There's a really important reason why. The first time I listened to this audition was on a tablet. It wasn't with headphones. There's a different experience.
Welcome. What's your name?
My name's Loren.
And where are you from?
From Brooklyn, New York.
Is that right?
Yes.
So why Britain's Got Talent?
Most of my favorite singers are from the UK, so I thought I'd come pay a visit to you guys.
Okay, so Loren, tell me a bit about you.
I think some of you guys have actually heard my voice, but you don't know my face. I sang the song Never Enough on The Greatest Showman.
Oh my God!
Oh my God!
Big surprise.
Blew their minds!
Surprise number one. Big surprise.
So I was hired to do the reference vocals for the actresses so they could learn the songs. And so they had me come in and sing Never Enough. And it really was Rebecca Ferguson, who plays Jenny Lind, who said, I think that Loren should sing the song, and I'll lip sync.
So you sang one of the biggest songs of all time. You've now revealed it wasn't the actress who sang the song in the movie. It was you singing that song. So why didn't you get that big deal after the song?
I was more comfortable singing behind the scenes, but I feel kind of like the song was meant for me, and I'm kind of ready to put a face to the song. So I'm here to do that.
Are you going to sing that tonight?
Yes.
Such a great thing to watch.
It must have been really exciting being in the audience. For those in the audience watching this must have been an absolutely buzzing experience. And I would have loved to have actually been in the audience, feeling this, seeing this, and experiencing for the first time this fresh. It would have been an electrifying experience. And I wish I had been there in the room, because it's a different experience being in the room rather than seeing it on an iPad, and especially if you listen to it on a phone.
I'm trying to hold my breath, let it stay this way, can't let this moment end. You set off a dream in me, getting louder now. Can you hear it echoing? Take my hand, will you share this with me? 'Cause darling, without you, all the shine of 1,000 spotlights, all the stars we steal from the night sky will never be enough, never be enough. Towers of gold are still too little,
audience.
Ovation already.
Now, while they're doing this bit, if you didn't listen to that with headphones on, with the sound turned up, if you only listen to that on your phone, in teeny tiny little speakers, you need to listen to it again, go back and listen to it again. You need to hear it immersively. It's a transformatively different experience. It's not the same. The people in that room had a different experience to you if you listen to that for the first time on a smartphone or on a tablet.
Congratulations, that was just unbelievable. You were so emotional at the beginning as well. Brilliant.
That's not the recognition she deserves.
I am absolutely shaking. I can't believe I've had this incredible opportunity to give you your moment to shine, because this is it.
Again, the people in that room have clearly had an absolutely thrilling, exhilarating experience.
It feels like a superstar's arrived. Like it transcended. It was otherworldly.
This is so well deserved, because seeing somebody else sing that song in that movie and not have the recognition of doing one of the most incredible vocals ever.
They were incredible vocals. Her performance was flawless.
To the world, it was actually one of the most incredible audition moments I've ever experienced. I'm speechless.
I think her performance...
I'm so happy.
In fairness, her vocals and her performance of that song...
Timing in life is everything, and maybe this is your moment now. Congratulations.
Yeah, her performance is the gold standard that everybody is going to be trying to beat. Every other singer, every performer will be trying to reach that, and I've listened to Nicole Scherzinger's version, and it's nice, but it doesn't come close. Okay, I need to talk about this a little bit. That was a stunning performance, an absolutely stunning performance. Loren's performance, again, it's the gold standard against which all other performances of that song are going to be measured. Absolutely flawless and faultless, and the people who got to listen to that live were in for an absolute treat. Let's give her a score and a review for this. On surprise, emotion, and repeatability. Let's talk about emotional score. I have a very, very exacting standard when it comes to my emotion and surprise and repeatability. And there's a reason for this. If you're too liberal with your scoring, then you don't push yourself to higher standards. So this is going to seem a little harsh, but if you just throw away your 10 out of 10 scores to everybody, then where do you go next? What do you push for next? If you've got a 10, it's tempting to just give her a 10 out of 10 for that, for emotional score. I'm going to give Loren an 8 out of 10 for that, and let me explain why, because don't hate me for this, because you'll think that she should get a 10, and I agree that it's tempting to say she should get a 10 out of 10. Her performance was flawless. I gauge performances on, particularly emotional performances, on an ability to bring about a physical state change in somebody. So for example, when we feel something, it's wonderful. But when those feelings trigger us to when that feeling translates into a physical manifestation, like crying, or in the audience's cases, it causes you to actually rise up and stand up and start applauding, to give a standing ovation. That's a physical manifestation of an emotion. Tears are a physical manifestation of an emotion, a very powerful one. Anger, when people get violent, that's a physical manifestation of an emotion. Not a nice one, not one I want to encourage at all, but it is a physical manifestation of an emotion. Laughter is a physical manifestation of an emotion. Comedians get that all the time. Anytime there's a physical manifestation of an emotion, that's a really, really important one. So you get a high score when there is a physical, an uncontrollable, involuntary physical manifestation of an emotion. So for Loren, there are people in tears, there are people standing, being brought up to their feet, almost involuntarily. That means that she gets a really, really high one. I've seen some other performances in Britain's Got Talent where I've been reduced to tears, and 8 out of 10 means that there's still somewhere to go. That it means that it can even get better. There can even be a 9, and there can even be a 10. And I want there to always be somewhere to go. And that's why 8 out of 10 is a really, really high score for me. It's really, really important to understand that when I give somebody an 8 out of 10, that's a really, really, really high score. Let's talk about surprise for a moment. There was a massive surprise at the beginning, but it was just one surprise. It was a massive surprise, but it was only one. Now, Loren's performance was exactly what I expected it to be. She was hired specifically to be the reference vocals. So we knew that she was hired because she would offer the gold standard vocal performance for the actors to aspire to be like. So I was fully expecting her performance to be a gold standard performance. We knew we were in for a treat, and it was brilliant. But it wasn't a surprising performance. It wasn't like Susan Boyle. Loren's performance was beautiful, but it didn't surprise me. It was as beautiful as I fully expected it to be. The surprise was we didn't know that she was the one who performed the vocals. We thought it was Rebecca Ferguson. So on this occasion, Loren gets a 1 out of 10 for surprise, because there was a big surprise, but it was only one surprise. Don't hate me. There's reasoning for this. Now then, does it mean that means that it was a bad performance? No, because in fairness, a great singer doesn't always have to surprise us. In fact, there are lots of reasons why you don't actually always want surprise from your favorite singers. In fact, there are lots of reasons why you don't want it to be surprised, because you want to know for sure when you go back to hear that song again and again and again that it's always going to deliver the same emotional impact, that you don't want it to be different. You don't want it to be any variation on the same emotional impact you had. You go to it again and again because you know it's predictable, that you know it's going to give you the same emotional high. So it's not always necessary for a vocal performance to be surprising. In fact, you want it to be not surprising sometimes. You want it to be exactly predictable. So I'm not saying that Loren's performance had to be surprising to be amazing. Does that make sense? But we will come back another time as to how it can really help later on in her career for surprise to really, really bump up her chances of long-term career success. But for this performance, 1 out of 10 for that. Repeatability, moving forwards in her career, moving forwards in Britain's Got Talent. The real question is, we know she can do an amazing job with that song, but moving forwards in Britain's Got Talent and the rest of her career, repeatability, that's the real key. You see, that song was written by somebody else. If she can find other songs that are written by other people that are equally amazing, equally moving, equally powerful, great. Then she's got repeatability going for her. We know she's got that voice. We know she could, if we can bring in the same kind of orchestral pieces, the same kind of soaring, beautiful anthems, then no problem at all. I'm going to give her an 8 out of 10 for repeatability because it's likely that Simon Cowell will sign her if he hasn't already. Did I say that out loud? I didn't say that out loud. I didn't say that out loud. Anyway, if Simon signs her at the end of this, I'm sure he's got all kinds of access to all kinds of great songwriters who could either write fresh songs or fresh material for her. I've heard that Loren has songs of her own. If they are great, no problem at all. But one way or another, it's possible for there to be other songs. So it's possible that Loren could have a bright and prosperous career after this if she can repeat similar songs just like that. As long as they have the same emotional impact as that, then boom, this could be her launch pad. Anyway, listen, thanks for watching. I'm off. Bye.